It is said that 80% of defects in a commercial construction project relate to water, while only 2% of the construction cost is spent on waterproofing. In case of a residential project, this is only 1% of the expected cost spent on waterproofing. My name is Nagy, I'm a builder, and I'd like to take you through a project I have just handed over and demonstrate to you how I managed to exceed the expectations of the building code and the Australian standard for internal wet area waterproofing. The scope of the build was single-story dwelling on a sloping ground, strip footing, masonry subfloor, 300 mm posits, particle board yellow tongue as flooring, and in wet areas, James Hardie 19 mm internal Securus iron. For those of you familiar with waterproofing, the general consensus and summary in 10 seconds was prep, prime, sheet membrane, screed, waterproof again, and then tile. Now for the details. Step number 1 is to prep your substrate. No nail heads, no open joints, no irregularities, just a clean and smooth surface. Step number 2 was to move on to applying the primer. And note that every different material needs a different primer. All that was detailed in the system recommendation we got from the supplier, and a suitable primer for the particle board flooring, the James Hardie flooring, the plaster board, and so on. Step number 2 was to apply the primer. Step number 3 was to detail and apply the sheet membrane. In that case, it was the BRW PF 1 mm self-adhesive sheet by Gripset, and upon doing it, we've detailed the corners with a bond breaker, the BRW tape. We've done preformed corners, internal and external. We've detailed the niches. We've sealed the penetrations. Just done everywhere. The next step was to screed the showers. The scope of the showers, for those of you familiar with the different categories in waterproofing standard, these were enclosed showers, enclosed with shower screens, and with a step down. We had a 40 mm step down in the build. So we've screeded with sand cement mix with a Gripset 11Y bonding agent. Next step was to prime the screed, and by the way, I give you a little important note in here. I waited for 10 days for my screed to dry. Last thing you want is to trap moisture between two layers of waterproofing. Then we went on priming the screed, recessing our second puddle flange on top of the screed, and then we applied our top layer of waterproofing. In that case, it was the Gripset 38FC liquid membrane. We then went on detailing again, bond breaker around the perimeter, corners, and waterproofing the walls. The requirement for the Australian standard is to waterproof 1800 high. We've actually gone to 2100 in a couple of areas, and ceiling height 2700 in another area. We were then left with the tiling to happen, for which we've used the Gripset Sealite, we've used the RLA grout and RLA silicone to finish off the job. Please feel free to give me your comments, your observations, and let me know what other videos you would like me to get organized. That was Nagy from Beehive Homes. Thank you.